Joining us this evening, a Clemson student is out of jail tonight. Authorities arrested Jamie Moore today.
He is accused of threatening protesters at Sykes Hall, and those protests are continuing tonight despite the threats. 7 News reporter Erin Rogers is live at Clemson tonight. She has more on the arrest as well as the diversity forum that was held tonight. Erin.
Amy, these students around me are going into night 8 of sitting and sleeping in here at Sykes Hall. I did get a chance to talk to a few of them at that diversity forum. They tell me that other than being uncomfortable, this sit-in has also been very hard. They say they've had their own fellow classmates, Clemson students, drive by the sit-in, yelling at them to go home and calling them racial slurs. This evening, around 100 people packed a room at Clemson University for a final diversity forum. The forum was in response to the week-long sit-in Clemson students have been doing, fighting for a more equal and inclusive university. But many people left the meeting feeling just as frustrated as when they walked in.
I feel like they didn't really answer questions.
We've had a lot of things that they say that they're going to take into consideration. I'm ready to see what they're actually going to do with it.
One thing the administration did acknowledge at the meeting was the arrest of Jamie Moore, the student accused of harassing the peaceful protesters on the social media site Yik Yak, talking about a slave auction, a lynch mob, and a drive-by shooting at Sykes Hall, where the sit-in is taking place. Students we talked to say it's a good first step, but it wasn't enough.
It didn't get the same amount of attention as all the other arrests do. When we get arrest notices, we get a face, we get a name, we get a description.
They say that didn't happen with Moore. Students at the forum also stood up and told the president they wanted a zero-tolerance policy.
They should not have to sit in the classrooms with those same people. They should be able to see that those people have consequences.
I asked the president why they don't have one. He didn't give me a straight answer.
There's a process in place. So, for example, if you look at the postings on Yik Yak, and it was announced today, as you heard, that the police investigated that and there was arrest. There's a process that will take place. We can't comment during that process.
But students say something needs to be done soon.
You say that you want to create an environment that's safe and inclusive for all people, but when you continue to allow people to make derogatory comments to them or to threaten them anonymously, you're telling that student that you don't really care.
I shouldn't have to walk around campus and feel scared. Sometimes I do, especially.
Clemson University's chief of staff did say the administration will be releasing something tomorrow in response to everything they heard at the diversity forums the past 2 days, as well as these students' demands. Live at Clemson tonight, I'm Erin Rogers, 7 News.